Hello, everybody. How's it going? We got the new version. Yes, version 13.2, which is Aurora Zenvo or Zenvo Aurora, I guess, manufacturer first. Uh, Update. So that's the new featured car that you get to see on the once you download the game or update the game, right, to the new version. Yeah, so pretty expensive car, 900 gold, and it is the, as I said, main featured car of the new version. And we get to win the car by running through the special event that does not have required PR, but rather recommended PR. Sort of like what we had for Speedtail in the previous version, and so on. So let's see what we got in terms of new stuff with this new version. Right, the sort of the February March release of Real Racing 3 is of course the anniversary release. So 12 years and running for a mobile game. That is a pretty impressive feat. Anywho, yeah, the app has exchanged hands a few times, right? But yeah, it's still being continued to be developed and updated more or less monthly. So pretty cool. Anyway, so the I guess gift car is this Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution X. So that is a car that is worth some 300 gold that we get to pick up for free as long as you run if you have the latest version of the game 13.2 installed, then during the duration of the current round, right, which I think is like 41, 42 days, something like that, the 6 weeks. So you have access to download this car for free or get this car for free. There is a time trial competition featuring this car, so it will be good to, have that, since it's a single car time trial competition. So everybody's running more or less the same car. It starts at the end of February, the time trial competition, that is. And yeah, even if you don't, for whatever reason, decide to receive the free gift, you can still run it. And yeah, you probably want to put some upgrades on, at least racing dollar upgrades, so you can, pick up a few gold along the way. And the car is featured in its own bonus series that is featured alongside the, I want to say, Mercedes, the 190E, the Evolution 2, right? So, yeah. So let's see. Add-ons, a new 2-in-1 LTS. 2-in-1 limited time series. Oh, that's for another car. Right. Anyway. And then the round 5 of season 4, the prize car is going to be the 2021 Audi R8. So this is a car that's not new if you've been running the game for a while. So this has been presented as a prized car in the past. So if you already own it, because you've already, won it once, then your alternative prize for the victory points in the round 5 is going to be 75 additional gold instead of the car. But obviously, if you don't own the car in the garage, then you would win the car. And the victory points you need is going to be, I believe, 36,100 victory points. And yeah, in terms of total victory points, there's some 50,200 available in this round. And without running or purchasing any new cars, you still can win 8,000 of it by running basically weekly time trials and the 2 time trial competitions that are available in this round. So that's 8 events, each time trial event paying 1,000 victory points. So I mean, it doesn't pay out a whole lot for 8,000, but at least you're guaranteed 25 gold. So that is not for nothing, right? So yeah, and then well, there we go, Turbo Fury. This is the Zenvo Aurora, the featured car. Witness the rise of a new era in hypercar performance. Experience its fury by driving the all-new Zenvo Aurora. So that's going to be, as I said, the first special event, 5-day special event. So the car is worth, as I said, 900 gold. The event pays out 100 gold plus the car, 6,500 victory points, and 250,000 racing dollars. So, and then once you win the car, of course, there is a bonus series featuring the car, Supercar Showdown, which you'll find in Road Collection, Season 4. And it is a 3-car bonus series. So along with this new Zenvo, there's Lambo, Countach, the new version, the LPI 800-4, and McLaren Artura. So the 3-car limited series, bonus series, but I have a feeling. Let's see, it requires PR 93.6, which I think Zenvo Aurora is the only one that can meet that PR requirement. So, you know, usual affair there, right? So, and yeah, let's see if I can find some time to make my way through that special event in timely manner. So, well, we'll see how it goes. Life takes its toll. And then the other new car, Aston Martin VALOUR. Right. So this car is worth some 600 gold. Pay tribute to 110 years of Aston Martin legacy with the retro-inspired design, refining style, and performance with the new Aston Martin VALOUR. So this car is going to be 1 through, I want to say, what is it? This one is a required PR, like what do you call it? Like club day type of thing, event. So not limited series, I don't think. We'll see. We'll see what it is once we get into the actual what do you call that? The round hub. But yeah, see, limited series. That's the grinder events, right? Like 15 tiers that you got to get through, 45 events, right? To complete the event. And I mean, there's always a PR required. You cannot skip a single event. If you're gonna skip, end up skipping the whole thing. Unlike let's say like club day event or race day event or track day event, which does have set PR requirement. However, you can skip only a single single goal, I guess they refer to them. So, yeah, I think this one's gonna be different. So, and the PR requirement is 65.9 for this one. And here, let's see. So for Zenvo Aurora, since it's a recommended PR, technically, if you're really good, you could win the car for free. You know, but we'll see. In the past, they usually put some sort of a paywall, so to speak, goal in the event where it's just impossible unless you spend gold. We'll see if they play that game again in this one. They've been kind of like for example, Speedtail. You know, wasn't too bad because we were able to. Well, I was able to win that car, netting gold. Like I ended up with 5 extra gold than when I started the event, because I only needed to spend 1 gold upgrade and was able to complete the event. So we'll see if something like that happens with this event as well. However, VALOUR, this one, because it's required PR. So let's see, 600 gold is the worth of the car. There's 55 gold payouts, so we're essentially winning 655 gold worth of in-game currency, if you want to think about it that way. And usually PR requirement, in order to PR requirement, you have to spend about half of that to in upgrades to get there. So I'm anticipating completing this event will cost us probably somewhere in 320 to 330 gold, basically getting 3 upgrades across the board. That's my prediction. Once the event unlocks, we'll get a better, closer look, but that's my guess. So we'll see. Anyway, limited series galore. We got a few as usual, right? These are the easy ones. These must be the easy ones for the developers to just throw in the game, because some of them older cars. Actually, how many old cars do we have in these limited series? Let's see, the Porsche Taycan Turbo. This is a GT version, not the Turbo S. All right, so this is a new car, not the old electric hairdryer car. So this one, maybe it'll be more of instead of a hairdryer, it'll be a vacuum cleaner. Who knows? But anyway, so this car's worth 600 gold. And the limited series pays out additional 990 gold. So in terms of upgrade cost to meet the PR requirement of 68.1, I'd be anticipating similar to VALOUR, but maybe a little bit higher. So more like 345 gold, 350 gold. I'm expecting that's going to be the sort of a paywall to win the car. And then of course it's a limited series, so these limited series, they all have the same amount of payout in terms of victory points, 5,250 victory points. This one for Porsche pays 200,000 racing dollars, car, and then 90 gold, right? So 7-day events. And then the other one, Nissan R390 GT1. This is a motorsport category car, the proper race car, but because it's a legacy race car, even though the featured series you'll find in the motorsport section, the currency of choice here is still racing dollars. So reward is paid in racing dollars as well. So, because it's an older car, the payout is going to be just 30 gold, 250,000 racing dollars, 5,200 victory points. And PR requirement 67.9. Let's see, how much was it the last time we ran this limited time series way back when to win this car? Let me check. All right. 3 upgrades across the board to complete the limited series for Nissan here, costing some 224 gold. So that's not too bad, right? I mean, that's the thing with the older cars, right? And then Bentley Continental GT Speed. All right, so that one also not a new car, and so the payout not as high. Although 65 gold isn't too bad. And let's see. Actually, is that a new car? No, that's not a new car, right? I mean, it's from 2021. So yeah, I don't think this is new. But anyway, PR requirement 85.5. Once again, I'm sure you have to get 3 upgrades across the board to complete the event, meet the PR requirement, right? And that will cost us 495 gold. So a little bit pricier because it's a newer car compared to Nissan, which is significantly older, and some 1.7 million racing dollars. All right, so and then this is a unique one. Strassen version Duo 2-in-1 special limited series. This is an event where you win 2 cars. for running one event. Yeah. That's I mean, in limited series or limited time series format, this is a brand new one. So the two Stressen version cars, right? The one from Mercedes, the other one from Porsche, and both of them are not new cars. We've had these cars ran as two separate limited series a couple of years ago, I want to say. Now they're back as a combo deal. All right, so PR requirement 56.3. I don't know how they're gonna run it. Do you just like have option to run either car, and then at the end you win both cars? But I'm assuming you only need to upgrade one of the two cars. But I guess if you own both cars, perhaps it just makes it a little bit quicker to run through. I mean, if you do it at the beginning, I guess you can. They give us the instant upgrade and instant service options, so it doesn't really matter at the beginning. But once that deal expires, it's nice to have multiple cars to run through these grinder events, because once you're done with one car, in terms of like it goes into the critical service condition, you throw it in the service, run the other car to go further, and then kind of switch back and forth. You know what I mean? So anyway, cost of upgrade 338 gold for each car. But I have a feeling you don't need to upgrade both of them. I think you can pick one and run if you don't own both of them already. Or if you own only one of them, then run with the one that you already have more upgrades on, so you don't have to spend as much to win the car, or win the cars in this case. So plus so rewards, 2 cars plus 40 gold and victory points, racing dollars. You get the point, right? So that's something different. And we got the flashback reruns. All right, so we got one featuring Bugatti La Voiture Noire, and the other one featuring the McLaren MP4X, the concept Formula One car that is not a real car, but it is real in Real Racing 3. So, Formula Future, the one with the McLaren, is the one that runs first, starting on March 7th. And I believe this car you can win without spending any gold, if I remember. So, yeah, man, this takes me way back, many years at this point. That was a fun event. Anyway, if you don't own this car, it's I want to say about 1,000 or 1,000 plus gold worth. So, it's one of the fastest cars in the game. So, kind of can get a little tricky in terms of handling. I mean, it's fine. It's got unique handling. Let me just put it that way. But extremely fast, and a whole lot of fun. And so I'll have my playthrough of the very first time I played through this event, when I was so much younger and so much less experienced in the game, where my goal was purely to run through all these events with like no upgrades, with I would say limited skills back then. So at least I like to think over these many years of playing, you get better at this, right? Or at least get more familiar with the tracks that you're racing in, which is, the important part of it. Anyway, so you get the car, 80 gold, 250,000 racing dollars, 5,000 victory points. If you already own the car, just replace the car and the gold with 20 gold. So for rerunning, you don't get much. I mean, we do it for victory points generally, right? At least I do. Anyway, and then the other one, Club Day event, La Voiture Noire. As I said, Club Day, set PR, right? PR required is 94.3. 3 upgrades across the board, costing you 585 gold. Once again, this one actually is a nice car. I mean, it's beautiful to look at, and plus you get 60 gold if you don't own the car. But rewards wise, a little less, 3,250 victory points, right? Because it's a shorter event and it's a flashback because it's only 5 days, pretty quick one. So they're not going to pay out as much compared to, let's say, Formula Future, which was an 8-day event or 8-stage event. So it runs longer. That's like old format. That's what I mean, you know. So yeah, but if you already own the car, I guess you do get a little bit more gold with the La Voiture Noire than you do with Formula Future. So we get 25 gold instead of 20 from Formula Future for alternative rewards. Right. Anyway, we got, as I mentioned, a couple of time trial competitions. One featuring the brand new gift car that we're receiving, the Lancer Evolution X, right? And so, you know, there's maximum 100 gold to be won if you are ranked top zero point 0 or zero point 0.1 top percentage, right? Like the rank A. We'll see. I'm generally, I occasionally get into rank A, but, you know, if I put effort in. But otherwise, I'm generally a rank B, you know, fairly comfortably every week. So that's, you know, 100 gold I get to win every week, which is not too bad. But anyway, so that's 12th birthday time trial competition featuring Mitsubishi Motors Lancer Evolution X. And then the other one is going to be the Clash of Titans time trial competition. And that is 2 concept vehicles, right? McLaren MP4X that you can win through the flashback event. Let's see. The flashback event runs starting on March 7th, and this time trial starts on the March 24th. So if you don't have the car, you can run the event, and you know, maybe you don't have to feel so bad about putting some gold upgrades on then, because then you will get some of it at least back for having a faster car when you have to run the time trial competition. From the picture, which circuit is it? I cannot tell. I'd like to think it's like maybe Interlagos. One can dream. It does kind of look like it from the background, but I don't know for sure. Like the Lancer, that looks like Circuit of the Americas, doesn't it? At least to me, kind of like the beginning going uphill, right? But yeah, and then as the picture suggests, we're going McLaren v Porsche 919 Hybrid Evo, which is also kind of a, you know, like, let's say it's a real car, but it's not like real race car, as in it's not racing in any event in the real world, because it is a 919 hybrid if there were no regulations, right? So like if Le Mans 24-hour race for LMP1 class had no restrictions on what you can do with the car, this is what you get according to Porsche, and it is an incredible ride. So yeah, that's well matched. McLaren MP4X v Porsche 919 Hybrid Evo. Both cars are really good. Yeah, they both super fast. Probably the Porsche has better grip because LMP1, but I think acceleration and top speed, McLaren might be coming out ahead. So depending on your race style and the circuit, one may have an advantage over the other. We'll see. And then we got exclusive series. So upon fully maxing out these cars, you'll have access to these events. So one for the new Zenvo Aurora Tur. So that's gonna be pricey. 150 gold. Usually we get like 1/10 of what you have to invest. So upgrade cost I'm anticipating is gonna be like 1,500 to get 150 back for Zenvo Aurora exclusive series. McLaren Speedtail, we already have this car, of course, if you want it from previous version of the game. 150 gold once again, 250,000 racing dollars. Yeah, how much is it to fully upgrade that car. 1,430 gold, right? Yeah. So yeah, like as I said, about 1/10, 10% return on your investment in terms of like just the gold and currency, right? Mainly gold, right? And then the other new car gets exclusive series Aston Martin VALOUR, 100 gold rewards and 200,000 racing dollars. And then, of course, the new cars that we get to win have their own bonus series, all in the season 4 section of the road collection. So we got Battle of the Evos. That's the one that we get to race the new gift car, free one, right? Lancer Evolution. And then we got Supercar Showdown. That's the one that featuring Zenvo Aurora. And then VALOUR Reborn is the one that features the Aston Martin VALOUR. And Taycan Collection is the one that features the Porsche Taycan Turbo GT. And that series, of course, you do get to reuse the old Turbo S version of Taycan as well. So those are the new bonus series. And Formula E returns. They didn't really make much mention of this in the release video, did they? Embrace the electric prowess, reintroducing Formula E content, updated for the most authentic experience. Did they update the already existing series? Is that what is going on? Huh. Or are they planning on adding more content mid-version? Because they have done that too. Like, you know, kind of like a patch almost. Anyway, let's check out the new cars. Oh, look. Yes, we should probably collect our daily rewards, huh? All right, and then we got, yeah, discount. We'll worry about that later. Download all contents, please. So I don't have to download each time I need to access a race or look at a car. All right. And there we are. All right, so first one, Aston Martin VALOUR. All right. Yes, that's the VALOUR Among Racers event that we have to complete to win this car. 207 kph top speed, 3.2 second acceleration, 89. Oh, this is in feet. My bad. 207 miles per hour. I forgot which account I'm looking at this from. Oh, that's significant. That changes the numbers quite a bit, doesn't it? Because I was going to say 207 kph. That is, what are we driving here? Why is the PR so high for something that goes up to 207? Okay, 207 miles per hour. So, yeah, that is a good amount faster. Let's see. In kph, that's got to be like, what, 330, 340 kph? I'm trying to do this math in my head, which is generally a bad idea. But yeah, so that is more respectable number. Yeah, and 0 to 60, that is miles per hour at 3.2 seconds. 89 feet, not meters. So you have to divide that into 3 to get your approximate braking distance. So that's about like just under like 30 meters if you're using metric system, right? And then grip 1.15 G. So that sounds like a, for the speed, that sounds pretty grippy. We'll see. Of course, Aston Martin always looks beautiful, and this ain't no exception to that, and I'm sure it sounds beautiful as well. And the new car, Zenvo Aurora Tur. Does this remind you of, like, I don't know, this kind of makes me think of oh, what's that other single car manufacturer? I cannot think of the Apollo. Yeah, right? Which was kind of based off of the LaFerrari body, right? Although this one looks kind of more like, maybe more like Hennessy, you know? Or, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, and 280 miles per hour, 280 miles per hour top speed. So this guy's gonna be fast because, yeah, here, let me punch in the number. What is 280 times 1.6? Right? Because that's how we generally get the conversion, right? So that's like 448 kph. So that's very fast. Yes. If it had wings, it'll fly, right? And then 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. 102 feet for braking distance. So yeah, okay. Brakes might be a little bit on a softer side for this one, especially considering how fast this guy can go. So perhaps how to anticipate the handling of this car. Think something along the line of, I guess, like a Bugatti Bolide, which has like extremely fast top speed, decent acceleration, actually really good acceleration. This one's got good acceleration too. I mean, 2.3 seconds. And then, but it's gonna take a while to slow down, just simply because you're gonna reach very high speed very quickly, right? So it's not for the lack of braking performance. It's just that top speed is just out of this world, right? So, and we get there very quickly. 1.45 G for the grip. So yeah, hopefully it handles better than Speedtail. That's all I'm gonna say, because Speedtail was that's like a steering a boat. My goodness. Anyway, base PR 81.2. Pretty cool. And then here we got a free car. The Get It Now. It's worth 300 gold, but as you can see, get it now for free. Yes. This is the gift from Real Racing 3 development team. Mitsubishi Motors Lancer Evolution X. 150 kph, miles per hour. For top speed, 5.2 seconds acceleration, 139 feet for braking distance, 0.96 G for grip, PR 6.1. So yeah, it's a road car. Still respectable number, right? And then here's the other electric Porsche Taycan Turbo GT version. So this is of course the limited time or limited series car. Yeah, 189 miles per hour. Top speed, 2.3 second acceleration time, 105 feet for braking distance, and 1.1 G. Hopefully this one handles better than the other Turbo S version of Taycan. Yeah, but I never really look forward to having to hear the whirling of the electric motor on these cars. It's just kind of annoying, I think. That's my opinion. 55.1 for base PR. And those are all the new cars in this version. So yeah, so it's available on both iOS and the Play Store. So go download it, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, take care.